Hello beautiful people, welcome back to Easy Sewing with TAIC. Today I'll be showing you how to cut and sew a simple and trendy Bubu gown with a V-neck lace yoke step by step. If you've been looking for an easy kaftan or Bubu gown tutorial that is clear and practical, this video is for you. If you're new here, I'm Tyro and it's so great to have you join us. And to my wonderful returning subscribers, I can't thank you enough for always being here. Your presence and support makes all the difference. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and put on the post notification so you don't get to miss any of our tutorials. Alright, now grab your fabric, your sewing tools, and let's get started. These are the fabrics that I'm working with today. I have 3 yards of this patterned fabric. I have this lace fabric. Then I have a 2 net to line the lace, so I'll double the 2 net to line the lace later on. The next thing I did was to fold my fabric into 4 equal parts. So as you can see, 1 2 3 4, as I'll be cutting both the front and the back together. So what I have here is 22. So the next thing I did was to impute the shoulder measurement divided by 2, which is 8. The shoulder measurement is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. Then I went ahead to impute the sleeve length measurement and I added 2 inches extra for folding the sleeve opening. So you can either do this or you take your kimono sleeve length according to the pictorial illustration you have on your screen, and that is what you are going to fold your fabric by. So on fold into 4, I have 22 inches here breadth wise, and then length wise I have, this is 60 inches, though this is longer than the length of the person that owns this dress, so I'll be imputing the correct length later on. But if your length is 60, leave it that way. If it's shorter than 60, go ahead and cut it to your desired length. So since I have enough fabric to work with, what I'll be doing is I'll first cut out the bubu, then I will now remove the yoke. So the yoke that I remove from the bubu, I will then use it to cut out the lace. All right, but if you are not working with enough fabric, you want to go ahead and fold your lace this way, then you start taking your length measurement like this. But since I have enough fabric to work with, I'll go ahead and draft out my bubu first. So the first thing I did was to impute the sleeve opening. So the sleeve opening that I'm working with is 11 inches. That is 22 inches on fold. And I added 1 inch extra joining allowance. And that is what I marked out there, 12 inches. Then I went ahead to cut out the neckline, which is a V-shaped neckline. And the neck width is 3 inches, while the neck depth is 6 inches. Moving on, this is a one size bubu dress, so I'm working with the largest measurement of the person's body. I'm working with the hip measurement. If the your largest measurement is your bust, use your bust. If it is your waist, use your waist. And if it's your hip measurement, use your hip measurement. The hip that I'm working with is 48 inches. So 48 divided by 4 is 12. I'll go ahead and mark out the 12 inches. Then I'll be adding 3 inches extra for ease. So it means I'm adding 12 inches extra in total. 3 times 4 is 12, because that's how wide I want the bubu to be. So you can either add 2 to 4 inches. Then I'm going to add 1 inch extra for the sewing allowance. In total, I have 16 that way of 4. So that 16 measurement, I would measure it from this point all the way to the M. After which I went ahead to give it a curve here. On this connecting point, I went ahead to give it a curve this way. So I would go ahead and cut this out and show you what I have. Before that, I quickly marked where my pockets would be starting from. So my pocket is starting 1 inch below the half length. Now this is what I have. The bubu has been cut out. The next thing to do is to cut out the yoke. And you want to determine the length of your yoke. So the length of the yoke that I'm working with is 8.5 inches, and that is what I've gone ahead to mark out. But I won't be cutting directly on that 8.5 inches. I'll be adding half inch for the joining. So I'm cutting out 8 inches. Alright, I hope you understand that the actual length of my yoke is 8.5, but I need to add half inch extra for joining allowance. Alright. Now this is the lace fabric that I'm working with. I'll be trimming off that edges so that I can get this lace edge to work with for the V-shaped neckline. Now this is the yoke. I went ahead to fold the lace into two, making sure that the scallop edge match up. Then I placed my yoke on it this way. So you want to slant that yoke in such a way that the V-shaped neckline will align with the scallop edge, with the selvage area, rather with the selvage area of the lace. So you just want to align it properly this way. Now remember that the length of the yoke that I'm working with is 8.5 inches, but I have 8 inches there because I've already taken out half inch for joining for the main fabric. So I'll be marking out that 8.5 inches first. Then I'll now be adding extra half inch for joining allowance for the lace. So in total I'm adding 1 inch back. Alright, so I went ahead to cut it. Don't forget to add half inch at the upper part for the shoulder joining allowance as well. So I'm just going to slant this place to get that slanted shoulder slope effect. Then I went ahead to notch this part because I'll be stitching this place straight. Moving on, I went ahead to use the front lace yoke to cut out the back, but for the back I'm having a U-shaped neckline, neck width of 3 inches and neck depth of 1.5. So this is what I have for the back. I will head over to the sewing machine to line this lace yoke with these two nets, double layer of these two nets. Here is what I have for the front. It has been lined with a double layer of the two. I have joined it together at the center front and you can see my V-shaped coming out nicely. The next, and this is the back. I've turned the neckline with the two. I also sewed that part. I've imputed the button loop and every other thing. Now this is ready to be attached to the main bubu dress. So I'm going to pick up the front. I'm gonna head to attach my pocket of camera. So I have a pocket tutorial on this channel already. That's why I'm not taking you through that process. So locate the midpoint, then I would match it up with the center of the yoke, then I will sew it from one end to the other. I would repeat the same process for the back as well. Then I would show you what I have when I'm done joining it. This bubble would also be having an inner belt and I've went ahead to cut that out and to sew that. So I'll be showing you how to attach it. I went ahead to measure out the half length. After locating the half length, the waist measurement is 40. 40 divided by 4 is 10. So I used 7 inches. You can use between 5 to 7 inches from the center front, and that is where I'll be attaching my belt. So this is how to attach the belt. It's going to face inwards, not outwards that way, but rather it will face inwards this way. So I'll be attaching the belt also. Then I'll be back to show you what I have. So I'll just pin it down to show you what you are expected to do. I'm done attaching the yoke to the main bubu and this is what I have. I've also attached the belt and the pocket has been fixed like I said earlier, and this is the back. I'm done attaching it to the main bubu as well. The next thing to do is to join it together at the shoulder that way. I'll be joining it using half an inch. You can use the fencing method or not. So I'll also join it at the sides using 1 inch from that curved part all the way to the hem. Also the sleeve opening, I'll be folding it this way. I'll be folding it when I take this over to the sewing machine, and the hem also I would have imputed the correct length, and I'll be folding it at the hem. Then I'll show you what I have. And here's the final result. The bubble dress is ready. That's it for today's bubble gown tutorial. If this has helped you in any way, type bubble in the comments so I know that you watched this video till the end. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more beginner friendly sewing tutorials. Thank you for being part of this growing sewing community. See you in the next tutorial. Happy sewing. Bye.